already up. I like to run it through my belt, and I run it down. That way if I ever got bucked off, the pull was from above. For years I did it from down up, until I saw Ray Hunt do it the other way. And I happened to notice it was towards latter in his life, but if I get bucked off, now there's a bit of a bind. If I come off the offside, that bind might be enough to tip their head and have them fall on me. So I want to be able to get a hold of it if I get bucked off, but I want it decent enough to come out where it's lighter to come out than it is to pull their feet on top of me. I run the lead rope in my arm where it's out of the way. Because I'm older most of the time, I like to get on kind of from the hip here. If they're too troubled, then I gotta get on here from the shoulder. But she's not too picky, so it's a little bit better stretch. I don't want her walking off there. She can wait. I always want them waiting there. Check this stirrup out. Been on her a couple times, but I want her to wait still. Should be all the patience in the world. Now I don't want her stuck either. She feels pretty loose. Some horses, they get them stuck by standing here. In the first few steps you'll get bucked off. Now, I don't want to pull her head around. She can bend her own head, so I'm just going to hold and wait. There. When she gives, I'll release. And that's completely turned loose release, because it was a nice try. It's a big change. But if I did that too much, pretty soon she might get to taking. So I might release, but hold and wait. There. When she gives me more, I'll take it. I don't want to make her head go around there. I want her to bend her own head, so I reach of her, for, or with her, and we could go together when I draw. But sometimes I just want to hold and have her give a little extra effort. See how she's crooked there? It's ununited, and that tells me that she would be dropping a lot of weight on this right shoulder. I'd like her to lift up at the pole more. I don't need to bend her past 90. She just needs to lift her head up kind of to my hand there. She kind of just chews on the bit. She's not sure what to do. Hopefully you've seen, but there'll be another exercise later on we do. There's just a little try. That ear got just a little more level. By no means was it even close, but it was a change. And we want to reward the smallest change and the slightest try in those horses. Now we worked on her backing up some. It's much lighter. Still pretty sticky. Good. I want her responsive there off my leg. When I stop, she should stop. If she pushes, she's got to come back off of that. Now I'd like her when I rise up here to leave off my seat. I don't want to have to ask her to go. We'll go a little bit. I'll draw my right rein. I'm open to the outside. If she doesn't step over, my right leg will come in there and ask her to step over. And this is where she got a little trouble with the flag. There, she stepped over a little better behind. Again, she walked off, I'll draw, open on the outside, that's better, but move your butt over. There, good, that had a disengagement in it. Taking engagement to the maximum. She left off my seat nicely that time. Now we'll open to the outside. Not following this open rein. So my leg will come in there. There. Step her off that. And some of that stepping off the leg is some of her not being correct in that shoulder and dropping that shoulder. Kind of leans on this shoulder here. So there I came in with my stirrup a little more on her shoulder. Her hind was going good, but she was, see how she steps towards my foot there? There, I want her to step away from my foot. Step away from my foot. Not towards it, forward. Step away from it. I'm open out here. There you go. Step away from it. Now you can bring your hind. As long as you're consistent, it doesn't completely matter what you do. But it seems to make more sense when the wind blows out of the west, the dust goes to the east. A little more hind now though. Good. And that'll help some of her shoulder stuff. Now your front foot, just a little try. Not bad, very ballerina-esque. We'll liven our legs like bat wings. Doesn't make it, we'll help her. And get her soft and downward transition. Soft, downward transition. If she gets braced there and makes it down, I'm gonna follow it through, but don't quit walking. Don't trot until she gets soft. Okay, soft. Good, I'll open my outside rein. That's the lateral, good, that's better. And we'll take it. When I come down and start to get close to stop, there, that's where she wants to step on that shoulder. There, step away from that shoulder. And that would tell me if I had to do an emergency stop and she had too much energy, that because she doesn't feel out with the shoulder good, when she's stepping her hind in, she could tip over too if I pulled too hard. Good, we'll rock her back, reach the right front foot out and back. I'm livening up and she's not livening up. Good. And anytime I get those sticky hinges, I'm livening up. Not. Now come down but get soft. And I'm livening up. She's not, so I get a change. I'd like her to get soft before she comes down there. Liven up, good. We'll just give her some freedom there. Your shoulder there. Yeah, I'm turning left. Follow my hand back. There you go. Don't hang on the rein. Good. Now you can come down. Step off that leg. There you go. Lateral. Lateral's nice, but I need the hind too. There you go. There, that shoulder stepped out now. Good. The hind a little more. There, step off that leg. Good. That was a hair straighter with her head. Again, you're not going to fix it. There, good. That was a nice one. And that's a nice little step that we can be happy we quit on. We'll check the back up. We'll check riding her up here. Good. When I sit down, I'd like her to stop. Whoop. Didn't want that right front foot, so I'll set it back. And as always, finish with a little bit of softness. Thanks for watching. Again, this is sponsored by me. It's such a blessing to get back and have YouTube. Have so much education in there, and my way of kind of giving back to not only my clients, but also you guys watching where you might not have time to get you things to work on to help your horse. So if you need more help, you can look us up. Paul Dietz Horsemanship. Website's down. I don't know. I got to figure something out. But yeah, anything I can do to help. We also take guests out. We have a classical vaquero college, and we take guests in for a week at a time, either with your horse or with our horses. So that's always an option. Let us know. Get in touch with us. My email is pauldietzhorsemanship@yahoo.com. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you don't hear back from me, maybe it went to spam. So try again, or look us up on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the journey.